The new 18-hour documentary, The Vietnam War, premieres tonight on PBS. Filmmakers Ken Burns and Lynn Novick discussed the project this morning on Face the Nation with John Dickerson.
Lynn, what was it like to have the Vietnam War in your head for this length of time?
None of us got a whole lot of sleep over the course of this. It was a 24/7 obsession, and it was devastating. I mean, it was devastating and it was deeply inspiring. It was devastating to think of the lives lost, American 58,000 lives, Vietnamese 3 million lives. 300,000 are still missing in Vietnam, so to try to absorb the meaning of that was totally devastating. Every time we go to the wall, we cry. Every time we think about what happened in Vietnam, we cry. And yet we were also just deeply moved and sort of inspired by the courage of the people who shared their stories with us. People who lost a son, people who lost a friend, people who were wounded horribly. They survived, and here they are, and that's incredible.
How did they do that? I mean, they're so calm in these descriptions.
What you want to do is try to go in and listen. There is nothing more satisfying professionally than to be witness to sort of express memory for the first time. And some of these people had stories, I won't say practiced ever, it's impossible in the Vietnam War to have this practice, but some of them, I think, surprised themselves by the way the moment, the memory overtook them. And it's said that, you know, you fight wars twice, once on the battlefield and once in memory. And if you've got your camera there and you're sensitive to it, you can sometimes see the conflict, and it's not always between armies, it's within a particular person. And that kind of growth and that kind of development is something you want to capture too. And so many of the 79 people you meet on camera in the film undergo profound psychological and emotional changes as a result of this war. And thankfully, gratefully, they were willing to share that transformation with us.
Lynn, what surprised you the most in the process?
Well, I was devastated to find the sense that our leadership never really had confidence that the war could be won from the very beginning, and to think about all the lives lost and all the terrible suffering that people went through both here and in Vietnam. And I think I didn't expect that. I thought there would have been some moments along the way. And I think understanding how deeply complicated the war still is in Vietnam, you know, they won, the Vietnamese government and the Vietnamese people that are on the winning side are now to this day reckoning with the losses they suffered and asking questions about what it means, some of the same questions we ask, and that surprised us. We really didn't know that there would be this sense of, was it worth it? What price did we pay? Were our leaders doing the right thing? The same questions we ask, they're asking in Vietnam, and that was revelatory for sure.